Alright, I'm gonna make another video because while I was making like two of those, I realized my microphone was cut off in the middle of it. So, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna make it and make a new one. Alright, but now this time I'm gonna make something uh, like basically whatever I like, which will be not a huge thing, but let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the position 57, 57. I like it. Now you two come here. Let me just zero this out. So basically, let's start from scratch. So what you need to do is always remember that every piece is supposed to move on by 0.25, like with that grid system. So if it's not 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, or 00, you're making something wrong. I mean, technically you can make it, but this way it is much easier. So I suggest use that system all the time. So I'm gonna move everything by 3 meter, for example, another 3 should be, is it good? I think that should be good enough. Yeah, it should be good. Alright, and let's just copy, oops. So I haven't used much of the curved ones, I wanna use them now. Here they are, and this one's nice. Now let's put here. Now it's looking good. So let's grab some. All right, let's make the entrance here and some windows and some straight walls and copy the same thing to other place. So in that one I used a double door. Now I'm gonna use the single door. And normal walls and let's use the triple windows. Or no, let's use double. Alright, copy that. Try to imagine like everything is mostly by 3 meters. So if your thing is not aligned with this piece, probably you're placing it wrong. And fixing it after realizing it will be much easier after making whole building and trying to fix everything one by one. That will be really not fun at all. Yep, so let's just move them 9 meters. Yep, they seem to be fitting perfectly. Alright, so alright. Now we got the like rough first level and not planning to make the second level. Maybe I will, but just for decoration. I'm not gonna make it enterable on the top level. So let's grab 3 meter ground pieces. And now it's aligned. Let's see, it's on a 3 meter. Now it's nice. It's a better way to make the zigzags on the clean and the dirty versions because otherwise that will be too much repetitive. And breaking up that repetition is the one of the goals. Yep, you can see I made an error. You see I don't have like much space here, but very much a lot of space here. So when you are making with the grid system, so if you make some kind of error, you can see clearly. Okay, alright, I need to like move those pieces like that. It's easier to see. So I'm gonna use this piece now. And the, those pieces, yep. Actually, I don't like clean version of those trims. I'm gonna use this one. So this is trim 1, this is trim 2, and we are good to go. Yeah, now we got the trims. Now what do we need? Um, this man here. Also, I realize we have a lot of empty space, so maybe make some pillars. Alright, let's use this one as a base. And I want to have a straight one in the middle. Mm, I like this one. Let's take this. Uh, this will be. That's interesting. 2.1. Oh, 1. No, not 1. Hmm. Well, I haven't realized this error, but I'm gonna use it like that in the grid system, so we'll try another one to make sure. Probably I need to scale this slightly. And I'm gonna move this 3.2.3. 4. Probably 4 is the best, but I need to scale it, so interesting. I thought those were perfect fitting, but alright. Huh, I might realize the issue. 1.75. Let's make it 1. 1.9. Ah, I don't like it. Let's grab the slender ones, this one. Okay. Wait, I need to delete this one. I can't see shit. I'm gonna scare you so that one feel will fit better. Alright, let's put more pillars here. And in the corners, I want to add some more trims. So it is aligned. If I move this top, it should be good. Oops. Alright, so let's move all the way here as well. So what do we need is the line. You see, it's not aligned, so I need to move one piece, two piece, and three piece. So we have some rough corners like that. So to cover this up, you can either put it exactly like this one. But if you don't like that kind of like rough shape, scale this to 0.6 and should be good. Then put one of those. I always like the dirty ones on the trims, but you can use whatever the hell you want. And yeah, now it fits better. Now let's copy this to a couple of more pieces, especially on the corners. Well, technically you can put them here as well. So the reason I rotated this, so you see, now we have like slight seams like that. So there's two ways to fix it. I mean to hide it, not to fix. You can put trims like that to hide the seams, or if you rotate it, for example, let me just delete it and show you. Now we have the seam. So one of the side is seamless, other side will show you a slight seam. So you can rotate to 180 to get rid of that. But I like those. I like trims. They look like carrying columns of a building. Yeah, no wonder why I'm the civil engineering, right? And we can put it like that. So there might be some small seams on the those kind of bent walls because oh, looks like I forgot to move that one then. Nope, looks like I forgot to move those guys. See, because of the grid system, I realized I made the error on the beginning. Now I need to cover those uh, areas. Now they should be on the 3 meter. Let's put them like this. Boom. Rotate 90 degree. Boom. So you see, now we have that building like almost finished. I mean, on the outer, of course, it's finished right now, but on the rooftops, I want to have some slender roof, not the 45-degree ones, but rather those ones. But I do have some corner. So cover up the corners, and should I use this one? No, I want to use this. Well, let's see. We're gonna need this, and probably this, and let's just copy those for now. So alright, let's start with that. But I do want to have those guys on the corner. So what I need to do is move those by one grid, like 0.25. Now they will fit nicely. Let's see, I haven't used the roofs much. Those are like newly made, so let's see how those are fitting with the other pieces. Let's move them up together. Hmm. Now it is better. So let's just copy them like that, and I want to copy exactly the same thing to other side. Yeah, there in the corner. So that's cool. Now let's add another piece. So now this time we need the inner piece to cover this. Yep, they fit nicely. Alright. And now what we're gonna need is that kind of straight piece. Now I need to delete this one and copy this one. Get that little guy over here. Yep, now it's nicely. Alright, so oops, I think I need to move it one more time. Yep. Now I'm gonna show how you can fill these pieces. So for example, because if you put again 3-meter version, that will cover the whole thing. So we're gonna go and get the smaller ones. I'm gonna show it in a bit. I don't like selecting too many pieces on the roofs because that really fucks up the grid system time to time, but this time they were fine. So you can see it's 0.50, 0.50. Now I can say that it's fine. Now let's go, and what we're gonna need is the corner and a straight piece, but the smaller version. So those pieces. Let's copy them. Alright, here we have this. Now let's copy and put it here. Now let's copy. Uh, Now we're golden. And here we have finished building. And if you want to have some fancy like entrance like that, we can make this one. Or never mind, I'm not gonna add this. So yeah, for example, when I enter the house, you see one side is, for example, with the windows, one side is with the normal walls. We have a bunch of windows and to play around. And here we go. We have some trims. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, Let's make the destroyed version this time. So what we're gonna need for destroyed version? So we're gonna need destroyed curved walls. So we had those, and let's just copy here and here, and possibly this one as well. Sometimes Bannerlord is giving me this kind of weird errors, but let's see, whatever. Now I'm gonna need some bunch of different destroyed ones. So what I can do is copy those so I can get the grid system easier. Did I choose everything? No. Let's just copy that one to 18. Actually, I'm gonna move them by 10 because I have a bunch of other things here. First, I need to move them here. So, let's get it by 10. So, this was the curved destroyed one. Let's put it here and let's rotate it. Alright, now we're good. Oh no, we're not good. It was not centered. Now we're good. So I'm gonna destroy some tiles here, or just switch the tiles between those clean and normal looking ones with those ones. Let's first delete those. Well, for some reason their grid was broken, you see? So they were acting weirdly. Is it me? Probably it's me, but I don't know why. Does the rotation is fucked? Nope. Alright, anyways. So I'm gonna mix and match between those broken tiles to get the desired result. And let's actually I'm gonna make this piece actually let's leave it like that so that this piece can be less destroyed and those pieces can be more destroyed. Or never mind, I like them destroyed. Gondor should be destroyed. Oops, wrong rotation. Actually, let's add this piece as well. Or let's switch the places. Yeah, now the ground looks nice, I think. I put so many destroyed things, I fucking forget where was the goddamn curved walls are. The okay. Well, technically placing it wrong there, but those ones should be the other side. Yeah. Now let's put an another thing. Hmm. Maybe one P walk should be safe. Right, now what do we need? The more destroyed walls. Give me all of those. Now the grid is now it's fine. And let's move this here. Probably I destroyed it too much. I need to move them slightly here. It's barely even noticeable which part is destroyed or not. So I'm gonna make some gap here. Okay, now it's better I think. Now what do we need more? More destroyed walls here, more destroyed walls there. Actually, we have a window there, so let's grab the. Was that a double window? Yeah, it was a double window. Well, technically, you don't need to use one to one on each like walls and exact pieces, but it's usually better. Yeah, now it looks better, I think. So let's put this here as well. And for the destroyed, like those kind of trims, we already have the destroyed version of that. And let's just copy this here. So we scaled it 0.6, 0.6, 0.6. So if you want to put those in like places like that instead of the normal trim, that one will look much better. So if I want to grab those trims and move exactly like 12 meters, yeah, now it's in exact correct position, but probably we're not gonna need it, but we're gonna need it. So I think I used this destroyed one a lot, so let's switch this piece to, yeah. Now I need some destroyed wall door. So we used a single door. Let's grab the destroyed single wall. I should grab both of the version, destroyed version and the normal one. I mean the dirty one. Alright. Yeah. Now we have like this wall made it so it didn't get destroyed, but the rest of the building got almost fucked up. Uh, so I'm gonna put two streams exactly on the same position. Ah, I see why it was giving me some interesting error. So it was not fixed in the grid as well. Alright, now it is fixed. Now let's copy those. Now, what do we need here is some rubble. Let me grab all the corner pieces. No, not all the corner, but some smaller one. While my selection is going. Alright, I'm gonna choose by 2 then. So those corner pieces are good for if you wanna just place it in the corner, like real quick with on some buildings. So put some corner rubbles here, some small rubbles here, maybe some more here, or in that side. For example, if you wanna just cover up that entrance, let's grab some like walls, and I'm just gonna put them randomly here and there. Well, while putting those, maybe getting rid of the rotation grid system will be much ideal. You know what? I'm gonna copy those and place them along some places like that. And actually, to spice things up, let's make it 0. Let's make it minus 90. So we wanna just have some cover on top. Right. Let's grab uh, this. Like some part of the top is not destroyed and just hanging around. Oh, also we had some columns here. Now I'm gonna get rid of the rotation. Oh, it was already... Alright, for example, let's put it here, but put this... Oops. Maybe get rid of the position as well, because in the destroyed ones you might need to place it by hand on some of the things. It's not floating. It's cool. Yes, somewhere around the rubble. So yeah, of course you can add like more and more stuff, but basically you can create stuff like that. So you can choose a building or create your own building, make the normal one and make the destroyed one, and save it as a prefab. And that's how I did the other one. I'm still gonna upload this video as well so you can watch, but yeah, my mic was muted because my headset went off because I wasn't listening anything due to I was just explaining something and etc. Now I open the music, so no way it's gonna uh, like get off or whatever. Actually, you know what? Open the grid. I'm gonna add one more piece. 80 by 52. Yeah, you see, pretty much I copy pasted some pieces and switched some pieces, added some rubble here and there, and I think it looks good enough for like some kind of buildings which you're gonna need on ruined parts, and especially the osciliates. And I think that way is much better instead of creating one rubble and like one other building. So just create a normal one and try to destroy it however you like. Also, I haven't used a 6 meter like those pieces, so if you want to create some much bigger piece, so you can definitely do that. But yeah, so far it's good. Yep, so I'll be uploading this one as well. And here is the like rough Gondor guides. Always remember, try to open the grids, point 25, and if you want to place them everything perfectly and create a normal building, everything should be on position dot 50, dot 25, dot 75, or dot 00. That way you can place everything perfectly, and on the roofs as well. What other thing I haven't showed? I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep, then I'm gonna save this scene and call it a day.